Howdy, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brett Heineck, physical therapist.
Together, we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today, we're going to talk about the number one tool. Tool number one that is in our toolkit to help you get better from back pain.
Yeah.
So, what is the tool?
A half-inch wrench?
No, it's actually an exercise, a stretch, or some type of mobility, or it could even be position, Brad. It's not an extra tool.
Hey, that makes me feel better. But anyways, and these are all going to get you to achieve your goal of abolishing your back pain or getting rid of it, or at least making you have control over the pain.
Right. I put this as tool number one, Brad, because I think it's simple to do. It does take time, but it's very, very effective. I think everybody who has back pain should be doing this.
Right.
So we're talking about walking.
Walking. Yep. It's important, you're not just going to go up and walk up and down a hill or anything like that.
Right.
You're probably going to walk on the flat, be attentive to the road, that it's not curved.
Right.
Because that can affect your back as well.
Yeah, you don't want to be tilted for the entire time.
Right, yeah.
So walking can have a healing effect on your back. Dr. McGill, Stuart McGill,
Yep.
world-renowned back expert, says that it acts like a nature's balm for your...
In other words,
I
it
know
makes your
like
back feel better.
Right. So if you think of yourself as the Tin Man, the Wizard of Oz,
Sure.
and he was all
Rusted. He couldn't move and painful.
This is going to give you a little oil, and it's going to get your back moving really well.
And also, there's other benefits to walking, so it's a win-win situation. If
There are, right. It's a good thing you should do anyway.
And if your back happens to be so bad you're unable to walk, there are going to be other tools to help you take care of you in that situation.
Right. Let's talk about that now, Brad. Let's say you're an extender, so you don't like to straighten up, and you might have spondy, or you might have spinal stenosis.
Yep.
And you're going to feel better maybe if you start your walking program with a wheeled walker.
Well, I ain't doing that, Bob.
Okay. You can steal a shopping cart.
Yeah. But some people will be happy to it. If you can, it works better. Or if you don't have one, we're going to go to a walking stick.
Yep.
Yeah, you can certainly use
a cane or walking sticks, double walking sticks.
Sure.
This was this is the one. I had one for my wife, but she got rid of it. She's doing fine now.
Yep. The walking sticks are cool looking.
Right.
You don't have that stigma of being an old person that's crippled, if you will. But
all right, let's talk about the opposite, Brad. Let's say you're a flexor, and you're a person that when you bend forward actually bothers you. Some of you, when you walk, you may not realize it, but your posture is terrible. I see people that, oh my God. Yeah.
They may not be aware that this is happening.
Right. So one thing you can do is actually take your hand and grab behind and straighten yourself out. And then you can do it while you're walking even.
Sure.
You can just get yourself in the right position. The other thing you can grab, you want to grab the Booyah stick?
Sure.
Just briefly, you could, don't walk outside with this, but you can make sure that you got 3 points of contact when you're walking. So the 3 points of contact are the head, the mid-back, and the sacrum.
Yep,
or the low back pelvis.
Right about the belt line.
If you're like this, at one point of contact, you're not walking with good posture, and that's got a cumulative effect on you. It's going to actually make you sore and hurt your back more and more.
So, and you probably aren't even aware of your posture, but if you just need anything, a 4 or 5 foot long stick that's straight, and put it back and feel that. You may feel like you're really up taller, bending backwards, when actually you're straight.
Yeah, if you use the Booyah stick, Brad, you can use it as a walking stick then.
It's a wonderful
I know the other thing Stuart brings up is like if you're bent forward like this and you poke your fingers in your low back, they're hard because you should be able to relax them if you're in good posture.
Yeah, and he talks about, they fatigue and then become more painful. And he does talk about getting a position and then slightly tightening out your stomach muscles and core so that when you walk, you're in a good posture as well. It all revolves around that spine position.
Okay, another thing, you might be walking too slow. My gosh, you wouldn't think that would help, but it actually helps take more stress off your back if you walk at a little quicker pace.
Yeah, we're not talking about speed walking, but not shuffling either.
Yeah, it was funny, Brad. I had a patient like this. He came walking, just so clear to me. He came in and he was like limping. He looked like he had been through war. I mean, and I started having, I go, we're going to walk, and I want you to walk fast. And he starts walking fast. He's like, this look kind of came on his face like, this doesn't hurt as much.
Sure.
I mean, it was amazing. I was Jesus for a day. So another thing, like I want to give the example, Brad. When I hurt my back, I actually ran the next day, and it felt better because I was getting the back moving, and I was trying to run without too much pounding.
Right.
So
right. We don't suggest everyone run.
no.
If it does help, it's okay.
Another thing, you might be going too far, too much, too fast.
Yeah.
Brad's middle name. I mean,
Yeah,
is doing
I'm one
too
of those
much.
that, if a little bit's good, maybe I should do a lot because it'll be
A lot
better.
of it, right. So you want to start off slow, maybe start walking in your house, just going back and forth, nice and controlled.
Sure.
See how it feels the next day, but you want to get some walking, especially, Stuart recommends like after every meal,
Sure.
like 3 times a day.
So yeah, if you're gonna walk, it's nice if you live in town, you can walk around a block so that you're not too far. When you find out you've gone too far, you can get back to home. I used to tell my patients that a lot.
You might be taking too long a strides too. Sometimes if you take a long stride, you're actually hitting on your heels and it's reverberating the force back up through the spine. So you take a little shorter stride. Sometimes you're more on your forefeet and that kind of cushions it.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of hard to explain, but I mean, if you just shorten your stride once and see if it feels better.
Right. Yep. Yep.
All right. You may have to actually decompress your spine once in a while. So,
Oh, a little bit of traction,
right.
so to speak.
So this works out well if you're in a park and there's some cemented park benches. So you go, yeah, Brad, if you want to show on that.
So a solid park bench or
Right.
even a fence that's solid that has something about this high.
Yeah.
And you just, I've done this many times, and I'll just lean forward, and this is tilty a little
Yeah,
bit, so
that
it's
wouldn't
not
work.
working quite as good. I'm going to go here like this, and that works good. I'm taking here. Well, let's
Yeah,
see.
you could do it on a countertop.
Yep.
You could
The trick on that is being able to support your weight and then relaxing your
Relax,
core so
right.
you get a little traction through your spine, and it feels good. If it doesn't feel good, you don't do it.
it's sometimes it'll buy you like 10, 15 minutes of walking
Sure.
without pain.
Yep.
So you can give it a try. The last thing is be really careful if you have a dog and you're taking it out on a leash, and if it's an active dog, it's going to be a lot of pain, work on your back.
Yep, if
to
it's
try to
pulling
keep
and
it in.
jerking on you. I've
Right.
treated patients with dogs
I
injuring their back or
treated
their
absolutely.
shoulders.
I've had patients who fell because of the dog. Their dog got wrapped up and around them.
So if you're going to buy a dog and you got back pain,
Yeah.
get a little one.
Yeah, that's right.
That can't pull
Get
you
the
over.
little dog. Right. All right, Brad. Anything else you want to add?
No. I didn't know if you wanted to put anything about the traction from the hanging.
Sure. Why don't you mention them? Well,
Yeah. So if
Yep,
there isn't
so-
a park bench, but you have a pull-up bar or some method in which you can grab a good solid bar, like a pull-up bar, I'll demonstrate here.
Sure.
These are hanging handles, which most people don't have, but they do work really well. But you just simply slowly, if you had a pull-up bar and it was really high, you had to jump to it. That won't work. You have to
Right.
have something you can slowly and gently get some traction. And I can feel the decompression on my back right now, and I'm about 50 to 75%. Of my weight going through there now. And, if it feels really good, there's nothing wrong with going full weight, not weight. What am I saying, Bob? Hanging.
Hanging, right.
This feels good on my back. I'm a happy person. And if that's the case, and when you get done with it, it still feels good because that's important. When you get done, and it should continue to feel that relief. Then you can continue with that.
Yeah, we invented them so that you could do it in your own office or bedroom or,
Right.
you know.
And it really does work well to have the wall behind your back.
Right. It's good support. So, all right, check out the rest of our videos. We'll have more tools for you.
Ah, yes.
All right.
Now I understand the
tool.
tools.